Hello humans, I am the Black Cat and welcome to Weird Wednesday. This week we look at the strange case of the Invisible Fangs. This story takes us back to the month of May in 1953 in Manila, Philippines. 18-year-old Clarita is being held in the city's jail on vagrancy charges. While she was in custody, she claimed that she was being attacked by invisible creatures that would bite her. She described her invisible attackers as a very dark man with curly hair all over his body, and a body with an angelic or handsome face and a big moustache. The mayor of Manila heard about the attacks and called to have her brought to his office so he and the chief medical examiner, among others, could talk to her and see the wounds for themselves. Within 15 minutes of her arriving, she started to scream she was being attacked again. The mayor stated she writhed and then laughed as if she was being tickled. She said the things were taking turns biting her. The mayor said Clarita's hand was bitten while I was holding it. The finger was bitten under my palm. What it is beyond me. This is something that goes way back to the dark, dim past. The mayor added that when Clarita was asked to draw pictures of the things, the pencil flew from her hand. He said he would ask the archbishop to perform an exorcism on her in order to get rid of the creatures. A couple of days later, she was brought in front of a crowd of about 100 medical specialists, nurses, and reporters. During this observation, she apparently tensed up and started going into a trance. During the trance, one of the doctors pricked her with pins, but she didn't respond. She had apparently told the doctor that she was being punished by a very big, dark, hairy, handsome man who tells me to do things. I see him often, she says, morning, noon, and night. At the observation, the doctor saw a bite-like mark on the right side of her neck. During her incarceration, she would allegedly act very strange in short bursts. One doctor claimed that when she was asked to draw the creatures, the pencil didn't fly from her hand, but she chewed it and the paper up. Another story claims she would attack religious statues in the hospital, but then quickly snap out of it and not remember doing it. So, what are the theories? Well, the doctors that examined her concluded that she was actually suffering from a nervous disorder known as hysterical fugue, and that the bite marks on her skin were actually only changes in skin coloring caused by nervous fits. The doctors claimed they could cure her with psychological treatment given enough time. Is that possible? I personally believe that the mind can cause changes in the body, a kind of mind over matter, if you will. So if someone was having some mental health issue, I guess it could be possible that her mind could make her body believe she was being bitten. I don't know, it's just a theory. Another theory is that she was possessed by demons. This may come as a surprise, but I personally don't believe in demons, so I find this theory hard to believe. Again, I think exorcisms can work on a psychological basis, going back to the whole mind over matter thing. But as for the idea of a spirit possessing a living human body, I don't know. It's just outside my realm of belief. Another theory is that it may have been a hoax, that she made the whole thing up. In a sense, I kind of get why she would do that. I mean, she's a young girl. She's been arrested for vagrancy. So is it possible that she may have made up this just to try and get out of it? Sure, that's a possibility. But then on the flip side, there were actual witnesses, credible witnesses like the mayor and the doctors that also witnessed these things. So the fact that there were witnesses to the marks coming up on her skin kind of rules out the hoax idea. The mayor and the doctor, even though they had different ideas about the cause, they still both stated that they witnessed the marks on her skin. I think that's interesting because you have two different professional people who completely disagree with what is going on, but both also admit to witnessing the whole thing. So I think that kind of rules out the hoax idea, but hey, that's just my opinion. There are, of course, many other theories like invisible vampires, ghosts, aliens, and so on and so forth. So what happened to Clarita after all this? Well, apparently there's three possibilities about what happened to her. First, the mayor of Manila did promise that he would ask the archbishop to perform an exorcism on her. If that actually eventuated, I don't know. Then there was the doctor who claimed it was a psychological disorder and that he could cure her. So it's possible she went for treatment with them again? I don't know. A man named Lester Sumrall, I assume I'm pronouncing that right, who wrote a book about Clarita and the events, claims to have performed an exorcism on her with positive results. However, it's not clear if he was actually involved in the events or if he just made it up to sell his book. Another account claims that the attacks just stopped after a couple of days and never reoccurred. Either way, apparently the public just lost interest in her story. It's certainly an interesting story. I'm a little disappointed that during my research I found that there was a movie about Clarita, but they made it into just another crappy possession movie. I honestly find it a little disrespectful that they took this girl's torment, whatever that torment may have been, and turned it into a cheesy cash grab. But hey, that's just me. But anyway, that brings us to the end of this mystery. Let me know what you think, and I'll catch you next time. Bye!